Okay, guys. Now the sixth one will be let's do top 10 mistakes rabbit owners make.
Okay, so the very first mistake people make when they get rabbits is they go. I know this is strange because isn't that where you buy pet supplies? Well, kind of. Most pet stores are not exactly geared toward rabbits. In fact, you'll be lucky if you even find an entire aisle dedicated to them. Often, rabbits are lumped in the same section as guinea pigs, hamsters, and rats, when really rabbits are completely different than all of those animals. So, I get that it's fun to go on a little shopping spree your first day with a rabbit, but most people will just buy anything that has a photo of a rabbit on it. And this leads me to the rest of my points. Because, guys, just because it says for rabbits doesn't mean it's good for your rabbits. If you're wondering where to shop, I suggest supporting small independent businesses or rescues that cater specifically to rabbits, either locally or online. Other things like litter or toys are acceptable to buy at stores, but you can also make some of those yourself. The second mistake people make is buying a small cage or even a hutch. And once again, this often happens at the pet store. Probably one of the worst and most common infractions. People see a photo of a rabbit and some silly slogan like, living the dream. No, guys, no rabbit is going to live the dream in this shoebox of a cage. Your baby rabbit is going to grow twice its size in less than 2 months, and you're going to wind up tossing this extremely expensive and cruel cage. If you wouldn't put your dog or your cat in there, don't put your rabbit in there. Rabbits should either live free range in a bunny-proofed space or, at the very least, in a large exercise pen, indoors. Let me point out that this cage here is $90. An exercise pen on the internet is around
That's
$35.
okay.
Why
My
people still choose
Jezebel's
cages?
cage is
I
big
really
as
couldn't tell you.
bed,
Number 3,
not the
we have
small
the hay
one.
feeder. Hay is the most important part of a rabbit's diet, and this little thing, well, isn't going to cut it. Not only does it not fit nearly enough hay for the rabbit's daily dose, but the bars aren't spacious enough to allow the rabbit to pick out its hay. Now, hay feeders can be okay if they are large enough to fit huge quantities of hay. Number 4, the salt lick. Where this tradition came from, I have no idea. Giving your rabbits a salt lick is like giving yourself a bottle of salt. Would you eat just tons of raw salt for fun? No, so why would your rabbit? Not only is this unhealthy, but your rabbits get all the vitamins and minerals they need from their veggies and their hay. Number 5, getting the wrong pellets. Often you'll see pellets that are overly processed or that come with extra ingredients like seeds, nuts, and fruit. None of this is necessary. Actually, pellets aren't necessary to begin with and are merely supplemental. But if you do choose to give your rabbits pellets, the only ones you should be buying are Timothy Hay-based pellets with a minimum of 18% fiber. Only rabbits under 6 months of age should consume alfalfa pellets. This brings me to the next mistake, which is overfeeding pellets. Excessive pellets have a tendency to cause obesity and can cause serious health issues. A quarter cup per 5-pound rabbit once a day is acceptable. Only rabbits under 3 months of age need large quantities of alfalfa pellets, which are high in calcium. Number 7, buying junk food. Guys, if you want your rabbits to live long and healthy lives, absolutely avoid processed treats. Rabbits shouldn't eat yogurt drops or gummies or anything artificially flavored. You can actually make your own rabbit treats at home with natural slices of fruit. Remember, a treat is to be given sparingly.
Hey,
Number
apples?
8,
I
the
didn't
water
know
bottle.
that.
Rabbits on water bottles are always at risk of being somewhat dehydrated. Not only that, but water bottles can also accumulate bacteria in the nozzles or inside the walls of the bottle. The most natural way for rabbits to consume water is with a large bowl. And you'd be surprised, but they drink as much water as a
Damn.
large dog. Try using heavy ceramic
Well,
bowls
also,
that can
I
be
can't
tipped
do
over.
my rabbit.
Number 9, the wrong litter box. This is a litter box that you'll commonly see for sale at pet stores. Not only is
I
this
don't
completely
give
the
a
wrong
Jezebel
size
like
and
that
shape for an
anymore.
adult-sized rabbit, I also often see people simply putting litter inside it with no hay. A proper litter box can easily be found in the cat section. Rabbits should be able to do a 360-degree turn inside the litter box, and it should also be filled to the brim with hay.
Hey,
Now,
people
if
is
you
not
actually
perfect.
wound up making all these mistakes, and don't worry, we all did at some point, you probably have a really bleak setup that looks like this, which you really want to avoid. Because let's just face it, that's just no way for your rabbits to live. So what do you do if you actually spend all this money on a cage that you can't return? Well, easy. Just convert it into a large litter pan. The next mistake is constantly trying to pick up the rabbit and cuddle. Rabbits are prey animals and feel the most confident on the ground. Bonding with your rabbits takes time and patience, and picking them up incorrectly can also lead to serious injury if they jump out of your arms. The key motto here is to always let your rabbits come to you. And an honorable mention, not spaying or neutering. It's simple. Females have a 75% chance of developing uterine cancer in their lifetime. Spaying and neutering also decreases territorial and hormonal behavior in both males and females, helps with litter box training, and if you ever want to get your rabbit a second friend, both will need to be fixed. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe and
Huh. Alright guys, I will see you in my last video, so I'll see you then.